Hey you guys, it is finally time. The big reveal is here on this very fine Thursday afternoon. You guys are about to find out who the newest Braille Skate team member is. I think you guys may have guessed this already, but I'm proud to present to you Ricky Glaser, the newest member of the Braille Skate team. He is gonna be here with us in all of these videos. He is gonna shred this place like no one has shredded it before, and I'm gonna let him come in here and tell his entire story because you guys need to get to know him as the wonderful Australian man that he is. Let's do this. I hope you guys are ready. This is like the beginning of a new era. It's gonna be huge. You're gonna see some stuff that you've never seen before, and I say that with confidence. Look in my eyes. I'm serious.
So what an intro, Gabe, huh? My name is Ricky Glaser. I am 28 years old. I am from Melbourne, Australia. I've been skating for a bit over 20 years, basically, what, 2/3 of my life. I really love everything about it, and I just like to, you know, when you've been in the game so long, like there's only so many tricks, so it's really fun to just like mix things up and figure out new ways to skate and bring in new obstacles and just like have a bunch of fun and keep pushing new things, you know, that's what I really like. So I'm a little kid, me and my brother are really active. We're basically into like all kinds of sports like skating, surfing, snowboarding, rollerblading, BMXing, gymnastics, athletics, like all those things. And our parents are like super encouraging to all those kinds of things. And then I think we had some skateboards but didn't really know that you could do tricks and stuff. And then one of my mum's friends, they were a bunch of surfers, and then they had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. And then we play the game and we watch like the videos in the game, you know, when you like unlock the pro videos, and then we're like, whoa, like this is like what you're meant to be doing when you're skating. Like you can do all these cool things, you can do all these tricks. Basically after that, we're like, we gotta learn to ollie, we gotta learn how to drop in, we gotta like go to the skate park. And then pretty much we were hooked after that. Yeah, so me and my brother just grew up skating everything together. Unfortunately, he's passed away, so rest in peace, Carl, I love you forever. And yeah, so we would always just go to the skate parks. Our parents would just drive us everywhere, and we would really like feed off each other. And he was 1.5 years older than me. So skating, I was really competitive. I was always trying to keep up with him in everything. And then skating was kind of like the first thing where like I was better than him at something for once. You know, then he kind of got a little bit over skating and he switched to rollerblading, and then he was pretty good at rollerblading too. But then he kind of fizzled out of that, and then I just kept skating. And then once I got a little bit older, a little bit more independent, sort of like 12, 13, 14, I actually got sponsored by a surf shop in Phillip Island called Island Surfboards. And that was like crazy when you first get sponsored, you know, like they start giving you stuff for free and you're just like extreme like dream come true, you know. I would spend a lot of time skating by myself. I would build all these fun rails and stuff in my driveway and just skate a lot in my driveway, catch the train to the skate parks and just, you know, and then after a while I started meeting all these people. I meet these other crews, and then we would start filming videos together. They would start taking me to some street spots and teach me a bit more about street skating and filming and all those kinds of things. Then after I've been skating for a little bit while, I got some more sponsors. I got sponsored by Folklore Skateboards, sister company, sort of like on Flow. And then from then on, skating was just such a big part of my life, so important to me, and I was just really starting giving everything to skating, just filming as much as I can, trying to push myself to learn as many cool tricks as I can, and just like having a bunch of fun with my friends. Melbourne, where I grew up, is a big city, and it's probably the best skate city in Australia. It has like a pretty good scene. I guess you would say it's like a smaller scene, like a close-knit sort of scene. But you know, everyone kind of knows each other, I guess. Every event, there's like always the same sort of people, and like you have like a kind of like stronger community feel, and like, you know, the king, Shane O'Neill, like came through there. So like it was really cool to like just see someone from your city be known as like, oh, that local little kid, like Shane O'Neill, he's really good. And then just so quickly is just like the best in the world, you know? And like Australia is lucky, they have like lots and lots of really good parks. And then as well, like the governments are like pretty open to like being inclusive of skateboarding and those kinds of things. There's a few like places where it's like public space that's like designed with skating in mind, and like they let you skate there, which I think is one of the first cities to do those kinds of things. So my skate journey, it was a little bit unconventional. So sort of once I finished high school, I went to university, and then when I was in university, skating was going really well. I started getting like some bigger coverage. I got my clips on these sort of like international media outlets. But then like after a while, like not too much was really happening for me, and I sort of was starting to think like, oh, maybe skating is just like my fun hobby, and like now finishing uni, it's time to just like focus on my real career, and you know, maybe skating's more like of a background kind of thing. And then I sort of floated in that direction for like a few years, and then, you know, I had some success in my career and those kinds of things. But then after a while, I was like, damn, like, you know, I'm 25, like I'm in the physical prime of my life. Like I should just be skating. Like why am I not putting energy into skating? Like that's really what all this has been about. So then I made this kind of like conscious choice that I really wanted to like come back into skating. And that was like right around the time that Instagram was really becoming like a thing. Like they just added the stories and they had the videos and everything now. And then like Instagram was really kind of where I was like, this is like something cool, you know, like you can just post one clip, it can just be like this kind of cool trick, and then like people can just see what you're up to, like, you know, every day or every few days. And then after that, like I had a few clips that went like sort of semi-viral, and then like one trick that I did that everyone just went crazy. And then that gave me like so much motivation that I was like, damn, like maybe there is something that I can bring to skating. Like maybe it's not just this hobby, like maybe I do have something to offer. And after that gave me that motivation, I was just like going so hard on Instagram and just like filming as much as I can, like trying to learn new tricks again. Whereas before I kind of plateaued for a while. And then that really just pushed me so hard. And then I got all these new sponsors and just really like rose to sort of the top of the Australian like scene until 2018. Then when I finally turned pro for folklore skateboards, and like that's like, you know, I don't even know, that's like such a trip. Like as a kid, you know, I always wanted to be a pro skater, but then you sort of accept that it's like never gonna happen. And then when it does happen, you're just like, how is this even real, you know? So that was really cool. And obviously that gave me even more motivation. And then everything was going great in all forms of my skating. And then, yeah, these last 2 years has just been like so much growth, so much progression. I've just been really happy with where I've been, what I've been working towards as a skater, and just, you know, hyped to just keep it going for as long as I can. All right, so the start of this story, it actually goes back to the Happy Medium crew, and especially John Rob Moore, the homie. Like they've done some videos with Braille, you can check them out too. But what happened is I became friends with John Rob Moore just on Instagram, and then he would always say to me, come to Arizona and we'll film some stuff. Come to Arizona, it'll be so sick. And I said like, that does sound sick, like I'm so down. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Like if I'm gonna go to Arizona, I kind of wanna go to LA, I wanna go to San Francisco. Like why don't I make a big trip out of it? Because Australia is like so far away. I think I reached out to Aussie Dan and was like, hey, I'd love to like hang out with you guys or like come for a skate. So I made a video of me skating a ripstick because I knew Gabe liked ripsticks. And then I saw in one of the videos, you're like, if any pro ripsticker wants to come to the Braille House. And then I was like, yo, like, let's go. Like, I'm good at ripsticks, like, let's do it. Yeah, and then I think I was talking to Aussie Dan, and he's like, yeah, like, let's make it happen. And then it worked out well. I organized that I would go to San Francisco first, then to LA, then to my friend John Rob Moore in Phoenix. And then, yeah, then I made it to San Francisco. We went to Fremont, yeah, and we filmed the ripstick video and a bunch of other videos. And that, I was happy on that, because I've been thinking about doing that pop shove hippie jump trick for a long time. And then I saw the setup here and I was like, oh, like, I think this could work. But then I was like, damn, maybe the rail's like a little bit too low. But then like, luckily, like it was just enough that we could make it work. So then the story goes, I enjoyed the rest of my trip and then flew back to Australia. And then I think maybe like a few weeks passed, and then Aaron reposted one of my, like I made like an America trip Instagram, and he reposted it. And then I just said to him like, oh, like, thanks so much. It was really cool to skate with you guys. Like, if you ever want to do anything in the future, like we could talk about it. And then he just goes like, come here now. Like, what can I do to make you move here? Like, I'll get you the visa, I'll get you everything. And I was just like, whoa, like, yeah, like, let's do it. Like, it sounds amazing. Like, let's go. That was sick. Then, you know, went through a bit of the process, officially got the job. And then it was like, all right, okay, let's figure out how this visa is going to work. And then it's like, all right, yeah, we can do all this stuff. I was thinking in my mind, it's probably gonna take like 2 months. Like, yeah, 2 months. All right, that's okay. And then, oh my gosh, that was so much work. I can't believe how hard that was. So the visa process is so unbelievably hard, you know, rightfully so, but it was just so much work, and there's just so many steps. And then finally, it's all about to be finished. And then boom, like, you know, COVID hits, everything starts going crazy. And then I was like, damn, like I don't know if this is gonna be possible anymore. After COVID came, even more barriers came for the visa stuff. They turned off all these things, they made it even more complicated. But then finally, eventually we made it happen in August. So it was, I got the job in October, just like what, 9 months later. It's like so crazy. But yes, now we are here. Now we're ready to skate, ready to make it happen. My philosophy is I'm down for whatever. I'm basically down to try anything, but just try not to get me broke off. But I'm pretty open to just like doing whatever. Like even if it's my weaknesses, you know, I'm happy to like work on them. And yeah, just like let's have some fun, you know. So I'm really excited to be here, guys. I look forward to the future. I'm Ricky Glaser. You can follow me on social medias at Ricky Glaser. There are some videos right there to the left. You can like, comment, and subscribe to Braille, and we will have some fun and see you soon.
Oh!
Cool.
Welcome to the team, Ricky.
Woo!